Pardon the lack of a shirt. It is hot as hell. Anyway, today I've finally been noticing spellcrafts designed to rewrite themselves in front of my eyes into the subatomic space. Somehow, via whatever pattern they're made of, coercing my nervous system. It's a geometric pattern, by the way, usually, or elemental, pretty similar. Anyway, these patterns appearing in the subatomic space in front of my eyes have been coercing my nervous system to extremely unpleasantly misfire, especially when I'm thinking, well, freely. Just trying to, like, get my power back on without having to pay anybody for it. Yeah, they'll send one of these things to have my sensory parameters misfire to the extent of an extremely unwanted self. Since apparently I'm not allowed to say that, no one senses let me say that. Everyone shuts me up. Okay, I cannot wait until everyone who's ever shut me up about that gets hit with their equal opposite reaction. We just got checked in the ghetto, and I was the only one who did shit about it. You're all gonna get if you told me to shut the fuck up. And yes, I'm allowed to say that, but I'm not allowed to say Anyway, yes, this extremely unwanted self appears as they intentionally tie my reflexes in knots around each other, hoping to leave me catatonic so I can't testify. This escalates until I'm hallucinating what they want me to see, each time successfully designed to break me yet again. Every single time this actually hits, I'm left screaming, crying, begging for death. And they just go, okay, he can't testify. He's catatonic. He literally has no credibility. He just claimed suicidal intention. He has no credibility in the court of law anymore. We can just him however much we want, and every time he decides to rebel, we just leave him catatonic again. And we can do this all while he's an Altus 3 hours away from any of us, and we will have total plausible deniability in the court of law of the United States that does not acknowledge any paranormal activity whatsoever. So as long as it's paranormal, it's legal, actually, in America. Paranormal, right, is legal in America. Very legal, as a matter of fact. Encouraged, endorsed, sponsored even. Thank you, CIA, FBI. Well, guess what, guys? I actually know how spirit works. I know for a fact it is temporal as hell. I know for a fact that your spirit is a limb, is a series of limbs, some of which comes from the future, some of which comes from the past. And I know you have every ounce of control over these things until something swarms you and takes that control from you. Well, I tried for years to free you from the swarm's control. Instead, you tried to take me under it every single time. You hurt me beyond forgiveness, beyond forgivability. You are all unforgivable whoever did this to me. I am going to make sure you suffer. Understand that. Even if I don't get to, guess what? Have you never heard of an equal opposite reaction? Have you ever heard that if you punch a wall, it punches back? What happens if you rape space? Any amount of it. You're going to suffer, I assure you. None of you shall escape the consequences of your actions, the penalty of new laws forged under actual justice that recalls that original sin happened to an innocent at some point. Therefore, there are in fact innocents that are getting caught up in this crime ring, and I'm one of them. None of you are. Who are doing this to me, none of you are innocent. You're going to hurt. You're going to suffer. I'm not afraid of cowards. Remember that shit, and you're nothing but cowardice. You got that? Only a coward goes for the dick, the ass, or the partner. The lowest. Cruel. Vile. Coward of all does that.